Now this particular trick is nothing. You might have guessed that by the response. I think I hypnotized that group over there. Let me try something. Keep looking at me, guys. Keep looking at me. I'm funny. I think laughter is the best medicine. That's the placebo group right over there. This one here is usually the real crowd pleaser. That's okay. Now settle down. That's okay. That's okay. You guys are too funny. Hey, here's something you don't see every day.
Whoa.
Thank you very much.
Looks like a windmill.
Okay. That's all right. No, that's okay. You know, there's a second way to twirl a tennis racket with the left hand. Yeah, you know what? I show you a third way, but too many kids here. A lot of people ask me, what do you think about when you're juggling? What's going on in your mind? Career change is right up there. The room is pretty full. We got people in the back, people on the side. Basic question, from where you're sitting, does it look like I have psychological problems?
A little bit.
Because when I was living in New York for 10 years, I went to a psychiatrist twice a week. Twice a week for 10 yees. One day I walk in his office and I go, can you give me just one positive result of all our sessions together? He took me outside, he showed me his Porsche.
Oh.
I used to suffer from agoraphobia, which we all know is the fear of Al Gore. I had follow-phobia, the fear of being followed. Do you know there's over 100,000 follow-phobes in the United States? And one day we got together for a parade, but it didn't quite work out. Thermophobia, fear of thermometers. Remember when you're a kid, your parents had two ways to take your temperature, the easy way or the hard way. My parents always chose the hard way, only they used the outdoor thermometer. Always wondered, the guy who invented the thermometer, when he went to the patent office, you know there had to be some other guy in the office that said, you know what you could do with that thing? I have a fear of roller coasters, but I did a research. The fastest roller coaster in the world goes 97 miles an hour. It's in Tokyo, Japan. The only problem is, there's only 10 people there tall enough to ride it. I have a fear of snakes. One time I saw a snake in my backyard. I hit it with a shovel, I cut it in half. I didn't have cable for a week. I have a fear of bears. Sometimes I'm afraid of bears, sometimes I'm not. I think I'm bipolar. I have a fear of slimy things. One time in New York City, I was in the subway. I went to the men's room, and on the sink was this jelly or jam. Well, it tasted like jelly. I have a fear of bicycles. I was 11 years old. My father bought me a bike for Christmas. He said, do not ride the bike till Christmas morning. But Christmas Eve, I stuck downstairs in the dark. I ran across the room and I jumped on it. I said, listen, they didn't put the seat on yet. They took me to the hospital. The first thing I did was take my temperature. So great. But you're a lucky crowd because now you're going to get a chance to see me break the record for twirling this tennis racket. Now, the old record was 73 hours, so just settle in. I have a fear of motorhomes. It's called motorhomophobia. I lived in a motorhome for 2 years, and living in a motorhome for 2 years, I learned something about Jehovah's Witnesses. I learned that the average Jehovah's Witness can run about 25 miles an hour. My doctor once told me if I don't get over my phobias, I'll never make any progress at all. I remember thinking to myself, I was afraid of that. Hey, to this day, I can't go into a public men's room if I know another guy is in there. It's not a phobia, it's one of the terms of my probation. But my worst fear is a fear of sharks. You're looking at a shark attack survivor off the coast of Miami 9 years ago. Shark was coming at me in the water. I remember something I saw on the Discovery Channel. If a shark was coming at you, just poke it in the eye. It's exactly what I did. Thank you, Viagra. And of course, fleshy. Finish.